On occasion, God may use secular means to accomplish the tasks that He has given us. Now, do you think it's proper for Christians to use secular means to accomplish the tasks that God has given them? In other words, does support for a particular project for God have to come only from Christian sources? Or can secular sources contribute to the successful accomplishment of the task? Well, if you're joining us in going through the books of Ezra, Nehemiah, and Esther, today's reading is Ezra 6, 13 through 22, and I encourage you to read that passage. Well, Ezra 6, 13 to 14 says this: Then Tattenai, the governor of the province beyond the river, Shethar-bozenai, and their colleagues carried out the decree with all diligence, just as King Darius had sent. And the elders of the Jews were successful in building through the prophecy of Haggai the prophet and Zechariah the son of Iddo. And they finished the building according to the command of the God of Israel and the decree of Cyrus, Darius, and Artaxerxes, the king of Persia. Now you will remember that there are several instances in the Old Testament in which society outside of Jerusalem contributed either material, money, or both to the building of the tabernacle or the temple. Material for the tabernacle was provided for by the Egyptians in Exodus 12, 35, and 36. The same for the first temple by Hiram, 1 Kings 5, 1 through 9, Cyrus's decree in Ezra 1, 4, Darius, Ezra 6, 8 through 10, and besides Artaxerxes decreed that priests, Levites, and temple workers were exempt from taxation in Ezra 7:24. Now, I'm not aware of any instances of the New Testament outside of the building that Herod built, which occurred before Jesus' resurrection, where an outside government supported Jewish religious buildings, although it may have happened. Obviously, after the decree of Milan in 312 AD, the government and the church had a very close relationship, and buildings and projects were paid for by the government. But this is well after the close of the New Testament canon. Now this brings us to today. And again, I'm going to ask the question, can that which is secular contribute to that which is holy? And the answer is obviously yes. According to the Supreme Court, a state may directly support, through a scholarship program, students going to a religious school. Churches receive an exemption from taxation throughout the United States. Also, your ability to obtain a tax-deductible receipt is indirectly helping to support churches and church activities. But we have to decide if we want the government to be involved. When secular organizations support the religious organizations, the secular organization may want to have some kind of in. Now, it might be better for Christian institutions to remove themselves if they believe that they will be required to support a government program that might be against their faith. The question of governmental support is a complicated one, and the people of God must pray through each situation. But in the past, God has used the secular to accomplish His desires.